Good evening, 9:27 p.m. Today is 12/10/2006. That's Sunday, December 10th, 2006. I'm Sanjay Dorji, once again making an attempt at a video blog. Well, what did I do today? I got up this morning, did my prayers. I've still been doing a lot of time with the more basic Buddhist practices, which is really kind of interesting to me because I've had all these more complex, intermediate level practices, but it seems like whenever I get into a stress point in my life, I spend a lot of time doing Chenrezig, and that's good for me. Maybe the Chenrezig is what gets me through this life. I don't know. Spent a lot of time doing IEPs today. I know that there are some people who can just crank these things out. I can't. I agonize over them because an IEP, an individual education plan, is basically somebody's ed plan for a year, and a poorly written one can truly screw with somebody's life. So I am not going to just zip through them. I also spent some time on Zods. Seemed like every time I started getting really frustrated with it, I'd take a little break, go into Zods, and I've been doing a couple things lately. I was looking at blogs, as I want to do, but I also spent time looking at the new folks on the network and sending out invites like, hey, come on, welcome. I also, however, spent some time looking at Annies, blog slang, I guess, for abandoned sites, little orphan Annies. I think we all need to do that. I've written a couple people who have basically abandoned their sites, said, hey, welcome on back. I actually had one guy, I tracked him down. He had another blog that he was running, more political blog, and I wrote him and said, hey, come on back, and he actually has posted back here a couple of times since, so I think I may have kept him in the network. Growing the network isn't just about getting numbers, it's about getting active numbers. If we're going to be ambassadors as Zodsters, and I don't just mean Zod's ambassador, I mean trying to get other people to use Zods as a social networking tool, a social resource, for people who really do want to change things. We need to have this as broad-based as possible, which means we want to have our members being active members, which means we need to go back and make sure that our people don't Annie out their sites. Speaking of bloggers, I strongly recommend everybody check out Metgat, Metgat, here on Zods. He had an absolutely brilliant post on death. Metgat doesn't appear to have too many people on his list yet. I'm one of a small handful, and I strongly recommend you guys go there and check him out. The man is absolutely brilliant. He's a very solid writer, and he's a very wise person. I have a feeling when people start realizing how not just well thought out he is, but how well he writes. He has mastered the craft of writing to a degree that I wish I could. When people see how good he is at writing, I think a lot more people are going to be checking out his posts. He's going to be very popular. Next topic. Shrine Room is coming along. Somebody actually sent me a little comment saying, hey, nice pictures. It looks like you got a cool place to sit and, mellow and get the vibe going. Thank you very much. That means a lot to me. I've been working on it. It's physically difficult. In fact, sometimes physically painful for me to get any work done in there, but I'm doing my best, and it's coming along slowly, but it's coming along. I hope to post some new pictures sometime this week or next weekend. Christmas shopping, next topic. Just about done. We went on Amazon.com. That shows how my family is. We did a large part of it on Amazon.com. There's still a few things left to get. The lovely and gracious Mrs. Dorje would like a keyboard stand from them, and I'm going to try and get that once I can figure out how I'm going to get it into the car and get it home. My oldest would like Warhammer stuff, but he keeps changing his mind on exactly what he wants, so I have a feeling he may end up getting a gift card. I don't know yet. I ran into a disabled yogini on Zods. I'm not going to give her name just yet because I don't know how comfortable she is with being identified as being disabled. I mean, Quad is out there. He has no problem with it. I'm out there. I don't, it's not the totality of my identity, but I don't run away from it either. I am disabled. Anyway, last week I had some mechanical problems. They're going to end up recasting my legs. I've seen the new technology. It's just freaking amazing. I'm looking forward to it. They're actually telling me that the new legs I'm going to get will be better than my original human legs, which I'm looking forward to. I have no idea how much more mobility it's going to give me. I have no idea, but I would love to find out. I would love to see. Anyway, one thing I've noticed that kind of bothers me, and I want to just surface this very briefly. There's a lack of yoga resources for disabled people, and there are more and more disabled people coming around, younger people coming back from the Gulf, coming back from Afghanistan, maybe in a few years coming back from Colombia. These folks are not going to be putting up with it. My generation, we were the ones who sought out employment. We were the Ironside generation. We were the ones who said, I am not going to accept unemployment as the price of my disability. These guys won't settle for that. But it goes more than that. They are going to want full inclusion in society. They will not take it. They will not take it. Well, I guess that's about everything I had to say. It's been a interesting week, and I will have regular postings between now and then, of course, but next week another video blog. I'm going to try and do a couple other things with it if I get a chance. I'm going to try and spend more time next weekend actually video blogging, so we'll see how all that goes. I'm also going to try and get the embeds going. Thanks again for your time. This is Sangeya Dorji saying goodbye for this week, and be happy, be compassionate to others, and be well.